Okay. So this is a live mother diary. And so this morning I do not I have kids. I do and they're toddlers. They just had a birthday October the 23rd. I do not wake up naturally. My kids are my alarm, whether I want to get up or not. And that is a problem for me when I do want to have some alone time before they get up. And I don't know if y'all can hear my kids in the background right now, but I told their dad that I want some me time, and so that means make sure the kids don't come in here until I finish doing my diary and reading my Bible. Because, like I was saying, like if the kids wake up before I wake up, it's a problem for me sometimes because I want alone time before the kids wake up so I can do my hygiene routine. I can read my Bible. I can exercise. And those are the main things that I want to do before the kids wake up. And also, before they wake up, I want to have like a mindful moment. Um, like I know I can just read my Bible. There's just reading your Bible, then there's studying your Bible, and then there's praying and talking to God. And apart from that, I might want to do like a thankful journal. I'm thankful for waking up this morning. I'm thankful for having a job and all those kind of things, getting a positive mindset, getting a positive attitude. So I want to do all those things before my kids wake up. But it's okay. It's okay if they wake me up. That means I have to do what I have. Yeah, thank you. I have to do what I have to do to be a better mom. And I know that it it's it's what I need to do if I want to be a better me. I want to be a better mom for them. I want to have the right attitude. I want to have that energy to be the person that I need to be. I don't want them to see mommy mad or irritated or frustrated or not being her best self 90% of the time because I'm not putting in the effort and intentionally doing these things that I know in my heart that I need to do. Get up and exercise. Get up and read the Bible. Get up and take care of yourself. Brush your teeth, wash your face, and take a shower like you're supposed to do. Let me tell you guys, I had two jobs. I recently quit one job because it was just the right thing to do. I was working two jobs for about 2 months, a full-time job and a part-time job, and it was like I only had 2 off days every 10 days, and that wasn't good for my mental. When I tell you guys, when I had to work on the weekends after working a full-time job Monday through Friday, mentally that Friday I'm already preparing myself that, oh my gosh, I gotta go to work. So it's already draining my energy knowing that I have to go to work and I don't have all this time to myself or with my kids. I have to go to work and be at work all day. So it was the best thing that I could do, not only for me, but for my family. I want to be there for my kids. You know, they're small, they're young, and I want to be there. I want to have different experiences with them and teach them and let them know that I love them and go out more with them, go to visit different family members, go to church with my kids and all those good things on the weekend instead of going to work. And instead of doing laundry all the time, I can skip laundry 1 week and have 2 weeks of laundry. It's okay if we have enough clothes to go around because I don't have a washer and dryer at home. I have to go to the laundromat. And so if that's what I need to do, that's what I'll do so that I can have that time with my kids and don't have to worry about household work all the time as well, because that is time consuming as well. But that is something that I'm working on, that I need to organize and declutter and all that, which I have been doing slowly but surely. Recently, I just got rid of their high chairs that they didn't even really use. I bought them when they were 2 years old, and they just turned 3 years old October 23rd. And I just got rid of one of them. I sold it at once upon a time. I got $25 for it. And one of them, I'm going to be giving it away. And then I also got rid of some other stuff of theirs, and they're growing out of their clothes. But anyway, this is a mother live diary. So they woke me up this morning. Aman, my son, I have twins. So my boy, because I have boy girl twins, so my boy woke up crying. He always waking up crying. I'm like, Aman, why you always do this? Sometimes he have to pee, and sometimes he hungry, sometimes he thirsty, but he just wakes up crying about it. So I wake up, calm him down, and then I start doing breakfast. Um, and that's another thing, like getting the kids to eat healthy, getting the kids to drink healthier drinks. So I be trying to do like juicing. I have a juice machine, a really cheap juice machine. I would like a more expensive juice machine so that it can be more powerful or whatever, but I don't. But anyway, I have a juicer. I did not use my juicer today, but when I did use my juicer to juice them like orange juice, pineapple juice, mango juice, all these different fruits of juice, they would not drink it. And it's like, what is it? This is the real deal. They're so used to processed food, and that's something like the reason why that trying to get them off of processed food is because I'm getting myself off of processed food, and if I know that it's good for my health, it's definitely good for their health as well. I totally regret like not doing that in the beginning. Like I relied so much on baby food in jars when they were babies. Relied so much on baby formula, which I could not help because I did try to breastfeed them and it did not work out for me. I had so much going on that I could not keep up with breastfeeding. So of course I couldn't really avoid. I really couldn't do breastfeeding. I had to get the formula off the shelf, but I could have done better with feeding them more natural food. I could have chopped up their or made their fruits and vegetables mushy instead of buying it off of the shelves. So there's been some things happening in my family and in my life and in my body, and it's like it's related to food. If you're not eating healthy, then you can really see that, okay, I don't my knees is hurting, my leg is hurting, my foot is hurting, my back is hurting, I have a headache, my skin is dry, my lips is dry, all these different things. Like, what is going on with you? Are you eating? What are you putting in your body? Are you taking care of yourself? So it's like, okay, your kids are human just like you are human. So therefore, if I'm eating healthy, I want my kids to eat healthy too. And if I'm exercising, I need to make sure my kids are exercising too. And if I'm going to church, I have a relationship with God. I have a relationship with God. I need to make sure my kids have a relationship with God too, as long as they're under my roof. So that's what I'm working on now, and it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard with having a picky eater. Now, going to the church part is not hard. Exercising, my daughter is more fun of exercising than my son is. So she could be like a workout buddy, but I need both of them to exercise so that they can know how, keep up their strength and it's good for the body and the mind. But my main thing, my main focus, the main thing that I really and truly want to do out of all of the three, although I need to do all of the three, is making sure that they eat healthy. So let me tell you guys, this morning I made them, you might as well say, green eggs and turkey. I didn't have ham, so I did the turkey. And I was telling my daughter about it. I was saying, I'm finna cook green eggs and ham, but I don't have ham, I have turkey. And I was like, you remember that book, Green Eggs and Ham? I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam. I am. And she remembered the story. We actually have the book here at home. And she remembered the story and she was like, oh, yeah. So she remembered the story. So what I did was I always buy this bag of spinach. And I get like probably a handful out. I try not to get too much so that it won't overwhelm the mixture of eggs or whatever. So this morning I got out the spinach leaves and I took off the stems and then I rinsed it out and then I put it in the blender with a little bit of water and then I blended it up. So I strained out the green leaves juice into their cups, and so they had about 1/8 of an inch of green juice in their cup. And I added in the apple juice. I know it might not seem like a lot right now, but the more and more I do it and they get used to that taste, they're not even realizing that it's in there because it's overpowered by the apple juice. I mixed it with the apple juice. They did not complain about their juice this morning. Any other time, if I would have did half and half of green juice, like if I would have did half and half of, maybe I juiced pineapple or maybe I juiced apples or maybe I juiced some greens. If I do half and half of that juice, the natural juice and the processed apple juice, they are not going to drink it. So I rather start off with 1/8 of natural juice, natural greens to mix it with the apple juice instead of not doing it at all. And I'm so glad that they ate. I mean that they drunk their juice this morning. They did not complain. They did not say, I did not want this. They did not say it's nasty. Thank you, Jesus. So that's the first thing. And then, so I made the eggs. So with the, when you're juicing, like if you're juicing with a blender and you're straining the green, so I put the juice in their cup and mix it with the apple juice, 1/8 of the green juice, and the rest of it being apple juice, and I put the remainder, the mush, the pulp, or what, the pulp, I put that in with the egg mixture, and so that they could get all their nutrients from the spinach. Um, and I mixed it in. So of course their eggs naturally was turning this different green like color. So I put in some turmeric powder in there to try to make it look a little bit yellower instead of greener. And I also put 2 slices of cheese in there as well and mixed it up. And they actually ate their eggs. Now I believe this is the only way, it seemed like it so far, that they will eat their greens, especially in their eggs. This is the only way that they will do it, besides me just now experimenting with lesser green juice. That 1/8 is a very good start versus nothing at all, and versus going halfway when they don't. They're like, they're drinking half green juice with half apple juice. They're gonna taste that and they're gonna notice the difference. But with it being hidden with 1/8 of it, they won't realize, oh, mommy put green juice in here. So I thank God that they drank that. They also ate their eggs, which is the only way that they seem to eat their greens in their eggs. So I'm glad they ate that. They didn't eat their turkey, though. They didn't eat their turkey sausages, and I had it all cut up, all neat. I actually made a face with their breakfast this morning, which is something I normally don't do. I was actually proud of it. I took a picture of it. I'm going to post a picture on my community tab so that you guys can see like how I decorated their plate. I also cooked grits with cheese and butter inside of it, just plain grits. And so that'll be in the picture as well. They did not eat their grits. I also had a slice of cantaloupe on their plate. and I tried to, it's a face, so I tried to make teeth out of the cantaloupe. And my baby girl, she ate the cantaloupe, but my son, he did not want to try the cantaloupe. He's my picky eater. He's the pickiest between both of them. My son is the pickiest eater, but I'm trying to work with them. I'm trying to get better at focusing on what they need help with, since I now have more time to make sure that they get done what they need to get done and get what I have to get done, since I'm not working two jobs. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. So he did not want to eat his mango, so I tried this thing where I was like, okay, if you eat your cantaloupe, if you eat a piece of it, or if you eat some of your grits, I'll give you a gummy bear. And you guys, I do not give my kids a lot of candy. I do not. You won't see a lot of candy in my home. If you see anything, it'll be chocolate. And chocolate will not do as much damage as that other candy will if you don't brush your teeth. Not saying that my kids don't brush their teeth, because they do brush their teeth in the morning. I help them most of the time. I help them, and at night. So when you eat other candy other than chocolate, that can really mess your teeth up, and that's how you get cavities, to my understanding, according to my research. And so where was I going with that? So I was saying that he ate. Okay, I was trying to get him to eat the grits and the cantaloupe, and he absolutely did not. He didn't care about that candy. He did not. Maybe if I would have said something about his tablet, which I don't let him use his tablet a lot either, because he can get so attached to that tablet that he go crazy over it, and it's not good at all. He haven't had his tablet in a couple of days now, so he don't really miss it, because he have a lot of fun without it anyway. But when he has his tablet, he's so stuck in his tablet, he don't care about what's going on around him. And so we don't give him his tablet every day. We only give it to him like when he wants it. Not really when he wants it, like I'll say probably 3 times a week, but we haven't gave him his tablet all week this week, and that wasn't on purpose at all. But fine with me. He don't really need it. Um, but he did not want to eat those gummies in exchange for eating his grits, eating his mango. But he did allow me to rub the mango over his lips, and that was a start. That was a start. But he only ate his eggs and he drank his juice. My daughter ate her eggs, ate probably one little. I don't think she ate her grits today, but she did eat some of her meat, and she ate some of her mango, and she drank her juice as well. So that's good. But if they get hungry, this thing that I try to do is, if they get hungry a little bit later, like maybe an hour later, 2 hours later, before lunchtime, I'll give them their leftovers. So that'll be something they would eat as a snack before their lunchtime. Um, mm, so I did sit down and eat breakfast with them, because this is something I don't normally do. I normally stand and eat my breakfast, because I'm always on the go, always moving around and stuff. But I was like, I need to start sitting down with them at the table instead of standing up, and it's not good to stand up and eat anyway. So I actually sat down at the table today and ate breakfast, and it felt so good to just be at their level and eat breakfast with them at their level, and it was actually awesome. So I feel like that was an achievement, as well as them drinking their green juice, although it was just 1/8 of an inch in their cup mixed up with their apple juice. I feel like that was an accomplishment as well. Um, so I've been trying to do better with when it comes to my kids having a tantrum. They've already had like over 3 tantrums since they woke up, and they've probably been woke for like 3 hours, and they already had like more than 3 tantrums. So, Pinterest is a great resource. Um, I saw this post. I'm gonna post it on my community tab, but a thing is like my kids, they be acting like they don't hear me, and so I'll keep repeating the same thing, or I'll say, did you hear mommy? Listen to mommy. You're not listening. Well, I tried to refrain to you're not listening to mommy to you need to listen to mommy. But I saw on Pinterest some other ways to reinforce that. Tell extra kid, what did I just say? You repeat what I just said. Or something that I did today, this morning, when my kid was not listening to me. I told her, "Oh, I don't think you have your listening ears on. Let me turn them on." Beep, beep. And then I said, "Let me repeat myself again." I said, such and such and such. And then she told me, okay, I was trying to get her to go to the potty. Because, of course, when you wake up in the morning, you have to go pee. And so she didn't want to go to the potty that I was telling her to go to. She wanted to go to the other potty. So I guess that's why she didn't move. But when I did what I did, she was like, I want to use that potty. So we had a better understanding. I was fine with her using the other potty. I mean, she just need to go to the potty, and there's no problem with her using the other potty, although I told her to use the potty that I told her to use. They're both in the same room, the portable potties for the toddlers, so it was fine with me. Um, and then another instance, I had told my baby girl to get the milk out for me while I was cooking. I was like, Ivy, go get the gallon of milk out the refrigerator for me. And so she opened the refrigerator door. She went and she was looking. She saw her sippy cup that I already prepared for them with their 1/8 of an inch of green juice in there. I was like, Ivy, not that. Get the milk. And so she was like, I can't find it. And so I got the milk. And then she had a breakdown. She started crying. And I said, Ivy, you see that water on the floor? Go get the mop and get it up. And so she went and got the mop, but she was still mad because she didn't get the milk. And so I poured the milk into the eggs, and then I told Ivy, okay, Ivy, put this gallon of milk back in the refrigerator. And she did. And then she was still crying, and she didn't want to mop up the water. So I was like, Ivy, are you mad because I got the milk out of the refrigerator? And she said, with her fingers in her mouth. And I said, oh, I'm sorry. You said you didn't see it, and I just got the milk out for you because you said you didn't see it. I'm sorry. And so I was like, do you want to mop up the water for mommy? And so she did mop the water up for me after we talked about it. So I guess kids just need a lot of understanding. Like they're just like us. They need to be treated like humans. Like did why are you crying? It's not that you're trying to let them get their way, but it's just getting an understanding out of them. Like you can't just keep letting them cry and the problem not being solved. You need to see what is the problem. Okay, she's crying because she wanted to get the gallon of milk out. She was crying because she wanted to use or she wasn't listening because she wanted to use the other potty. So it's like they want options, but at the same time, they need to know that I'm in charge. I'm in charge. I'm the mom. So if I tell you to do this, you need to do it. And then with me, it's like, okay, I need to stick with what I said I was going to do. I need to stick with what I said. If you don't do this, then this is going to happen. I need to stick to what I say as well, so that they know that I mean business and that they can't play with me. And then, so that was a few things that happened this morning. That was mostly what happened this morning. So now I'm gonna get myself together. Yesterday night I did Amon's hair. I took him a bath. I shampooed his hair. It was really dirty. I also trimmed his ends. His hands was like really crazy. I probably cut off like 2 inches of hair off of his ends because it was really dry, and it was really causing him to be tender-headed because of those ends was really raggedy. So I was so happy to get his ends trimmed, and I was so happy that the comb could go straight through his hair without him crying. And he's not really tender-headed. He's not tender-headed as Ivy, because Ivy, she be screaming, hollering. But when Amon hurt, he don't go to the extreme with him screaming or whatever. He don't even scream, he just cries. So he don't go to the extreme with his crying if he's in pain from me combing his hair. And I try to be gentle as possible with my kids when I'm doing their hair. So I do start out with combing out the ends first before I go to the root. So of course I'm doing what I need to do to make sure that my kids are comfortable. So I was so happy to shampoo his hair. He used to have a problem with getting his hair shampooed, but now that I get him to get the towel up to his ears, I get a like they call it a hand towel. I get like a hand towel and I fold it in half so that it's long lengthways, and let him hold it up to his ears so he don't get the water in the ears, because he don't like to get water in his ears. And so that's what he was crying about previously. When I used to shampoo his hair, he didn't like to get the water in his ears, and I guess that's the same way that my daughter is, but she still be crying. Um, but he does a really well job at getting his hair shampooed. I shampooed his hair. I blow dried his hair. I got the hair blow dryer. I got this one. This is how I blowed his hair out. It's Revlon, and I did some plaits in the back, and then I did some cornrows in the front. Um, my daughter, she's so funny. Like, when I was taking her bath yesterday night, I was telling her, Ivy, I'm gonna do your hair today. I'm gonna take your hair down. I'm gonna shampoo your hair. So she was like, while she was in the bathtub, she was like, I gotta go pee. So I let her go pee, and then she got back in the tub. And then while I was taking Amon's hair down, He had cornrows in his head, and I was taking his hair down in the bathroom while my daughter was taking a bath. And Ivy said she had to go to the she had the boo boo. So I said, hold on, let me wash you up so that you can go boo boo, so you don't have to get back in the tub. So after that, she went and she told her dad that she was sleepy. So she wanted him to turn the light off. So he turned the light off, and she actually laid down and went to sleep. So while I was doing a mud hair, I told my husband, I have to think she's asleep. She up in there real quiet. I'm gonna have to go in there and check on her, because she was in there really quiet. And usually, I was telling my husband, usually she would have been came in here, but now she know that I'm gonna do her hair, and she don't want to get her hair done. She know not to come in here. And so I went in there to check on her, and she was sound to sleep with both her fingers in her mouth. I was like, she done made herself go to sleep. So today I plan on doing her hair, and I am gonna make it my business to do her hair. I'm supposed to be going to church today, but it's like I was so busy yesterday doing laundry. I woke up early in the morning to go do laundry, and then I recycled my tires, And then I got my hair done. And then I I picked up some pizza. I sold that high chair seat. And then I came home. What did I do when I came home? I was just exhausted from then. I really did a little bit of everything when I got home. I really don't remember exactly what I did when I got home yesterday, but I know my morning was pretty much busy. And then when I came home, it was probably around 3 o'clock. And so it was like half my day was already gone. So yeah, I was pretty busy yesterday. But y'all, I'm so glad. I do not regret quitting my second job because I was not taking care of my hair, and my hair was coming out in clumps. So it is very important, very, 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 very important to make sure you take care of yourself as a mother. It is very, very important because I can tell you, if you don't take care of yourself, who is going to take care of you? And when you see that you are not taking care of yourself, you see signs. Your hair falling out. You're losing weight. You dress like you dress. What about your hair? What about all these things that affect your health, your self-care, your image, your character, your mood? Are you taking care of yourself like you need to do? Mothers, mothers, mothers. And I'm including myself. Take care of yourself. Because if you don't, you will see these signs. Hair falling out. My hair was falling out. That's why I'm talking about it. I had to get my hair cut yesterday because I had been neglecting my hair for a couple of months because I had been working 2 jobs non-stop, working Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and only having 2 days off every 2 weeks. And that was stress on me. And it was taking my hair out because I wasn't taking the time to take care of my hair. So we as women, we as mothers, we need to take care of ourselves so that we can feel better, so that we can be the best that we can be for ourselves and for others, so that we can be in a good mood, and so that we can live longer. So this is my mother live diary. I've talked about it this morning. I've talked about my day yesterday. I've talked about things that have affected me as a mother, raising toddlers. I love my kids, and I am getting better and better at what I need to do every day and setting my intentions. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in another video.